Hello and welcome to this edition of Let's Talk About It. Actually, folks, this is an edition like nothing that we've ever done before. I am going to actually do an exercise a little bit later in the show, and my producer and my assistant insisted on me doing this thing, so y'all gonna get to laugh really hard in just a moment. But before we do that, I want to introduce you to this amazing young lady who's into fitness. Her name is Meoka McBride. Meoka, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for coming out. I know you have a very busy schedule.
It's a little busy at times.
And a lot going on. Now, you're a Pilates, how would we define that?
A Pilates instructor.
A Pilates instructor. Mm-hmm. Now, from what I've understood, you are like one of the absolute best.
I don't want to say that, but I will say that I do take pride in what I do, and that I consider myself to be a body whisperer, and that I really like to take the time with my clients to figure out what they need. And so maybe one day I will be on that list of the best, but I think I do take a lot of pride in what I do.
Is that right? Well, and that's important that we take pride in what we do, because it spills over.
It spills over.
And that's how you get new clients, because of the care that you have for the ones that you work with. Now, how did you become involved in Pilates?
When I was in college, there was a professor who was working towards her Pilates certification. And in order to get hours, she needed to work with someone. And so she had early morning slots. And of course, I signed up because at the time I was dancing in college and I wanted to try something to help me with my dancing.
Okay.
And I would get up early in the morning and I would do these sessions with her. And then I would go to class and my professors would say, something's different. What is it? And it was the Pilates session. So it was my professor that I was working with that really encouraged me to get into the work of Pilates.
Really?
Yeah.
And then, I guess one thing led to another, and then...
Many years later, okay, not that many, but years later, I was able to pursue it. So it had always been on my mind, but then just recently I was able to start pursuing it and really get into it.
Right. Now, you graduated from Sam Houston State University, right?
Yes, I did.
Here in the good state of Texas.
Eat 'em up cats.
Yeah, eat 'em up cats, Sam Houston, Texas.
Yes.
Now, so that's where you got your start? I mean, as far as the professor was there at Sam Houston?
Yes, she was at Sam Houston.
Okay, so it seemed like to me that Pilates and exercise and fitness just was a part of your destiny.
I feel like it was. I think we all have a destiny and something that we're drawn towards.
Yes.
And for me, it was fitness and Pilates. It just was.
Right. So tell me this, what would you say to someone who wants to get into fitness, but they just don't know where to start? Well, let me say this. Would Pilates be the first step, or would it be something different?
I think it depends on what the person is most interested in, because so many people like so many different things. Some people may be completely bored by Pilates. Some people may be completely bored by yoga, but they like Zumba. So I think whatever you're interested in fitness-wise, what helps you to stay healthy, you go and pursue that. So for me, it was Pilates because I dance, and Pilates and dance really worked hand in hand. And so I would say go for what you love. So I literally walked into a gym one day in Huntsville, and I said, hey, I want to be a fitness instructor. What do I have to do? And I just happened to be speaking to the Group X instructor, manager, and she said, I can help you. And so she trained me and got certified. And it just starts with a question, a vision, a goal, a question, and just go ask questions and get a filler out there for it.
Yeah. And so one thing led to another, and here you are in Houston, Texas, making a name for yourself in the world of fitness and Pilates. Now, you mentioned fitness, not just Pilates. What type of fitness things are you doing?
Personal training, getting people in shape by doing cardio, training, strength training, things like that. So
So tell me this, how important is cardio to your exercise regimen?
For anyone who says they want to lose weight, or the question I get the most is, how do I get six pack? How do I get abs?
How can we look like you, in other words?
And I say, what are you eating like? And you need to do cardio, and then they back away slowly. But really, cardio is so important. It's just as important as what you eat. And so, you got to do cardio. Yeah.
You know what? Time I saw you, I'm like, okay, I envy this woman. And let me tell y'all why. I looked at Miss McBride when she came into the studio today, and now I'm a male. I have never had kids in my life. I'm not built that way, as you know. This woman has 2 kids, and her stomach is flat as a pancake. The girl got a 6-pack. And I'm battling with the bulge of the stomach right now. I'm just being real with y'all. So I got a little envy. I got a little hate going on.
He's saying that. I didn't say he had a bulge.
I got a little, you ain't seen it, but you're going to see it in the next segment when I have
We
to
are
put on
going to see it. We'll
and
see
don't
it.
laugh.
I won't laugh, but we will see. The world will see. But the good thing is that we're going to get it together. We're going to get you together.
And you know what? I have confidence in you.
Good.
Anybody that got 2 kids and that come on now. It's like I don't have any excuse. I got to get myself together. You know what? Now, in order for me to get myself together, what would be, if I got a little midsection, what would be one of the tips that you might give me to get rid of that midsection?
The first thing I always say is, what are you eating? And that's the thing that people have the hardest thing of letting go of, is what they're eating.
Yeah.
Eating is fun. We do it socially. It tastes good. I like to eat. I love to eat. And so you just have to change your eating habits. Maybe it's the portion sizes. Maybe it's how much you're eating or when you're eating it. More vegetables, more lean meats. Bake your food or meats. Don't fry your meats. It's just changes. So I would say look at your eating first. And then after you look at your eating, then you can start that cardio regimen we were talking about earlier.
Okay. Ugh. The dreaded cardio regimen.
Cardio.
And you know, I know you're right. And I've actually worked out throughout life.
Yeah.
It varies, you know, throughout my life. Sometimes I stay on it, sometimes I fall off of it. It just varies. But my weakness is bread.
Bread.
I love me some bread.
Carbs. You know what? Carbs is, I think, the hardest thing for a lot of people. We eat it so much and we don't even know we're eating it. You know, we're eating sandwiches, or we're eating pastas, or just things like that, and we don't even realize it. But I think if you really want to make a change, just try to slowly cut the carbs out of your diet.
Okay. Just a weaning process.
Yeah, you know, back when I was working on it, I would, you know, eat spaghetti. I had to have a bread. If I ate any meal, I had to have a bread, because that's the way I grew up.
Right,
Mama always made it. I had to eat it. And so I told myself, you know, if I want to make this change, let me just cut the bread out.
Okay.
And now I can live without bread in my food, with my dinners and my meals.
Really?
It's possible.
Well, tell me, are there times that you, I guess, maybe have a cheat day where you can? Okay.
And most fitness people will not admit it, but I think we're human, and I think everyone should have a cheat day. Now, does that mean go over and beyond and above and, you know, A+, go for it? No, but there are times when I think that it's okay. I think people fail to realize it's just moderation is key.
Okay.
You don't overdo it, and you'll be fine.
So tell me this, is a cheat day once a week?
Once a week is good.
Is once a week?
Once a week is good if you're not maybe trying to reach such a disciplined goal.
Okay.
I think once a week is fine. If you are overweight and you're really trying to work towards getting to an ideal weight, I would say no, hold off on that. But if you're fit and you're living a fit lifestyle and you just have a day where you are, you know, you want to have this piece of something, not a whole cake, a small piece of cake, it's fine.
Really?
It's fine.
Okay. And you know what the thing for me is, like, once I get something good, I want more of it. I can't just have a piece, you know. And so it is certainly a discipline thing.
It's discipline.
Yeah. And lately, Meoka, I've been eating hamburgers, and if I have a hamburger is not a hamburger unless it's cheese on the hamburger. It's like, what is a hamburger without cheese?
Right.
It's like it would be like saying, what is a hot dog without a wiener?
I know.
You know,
the struggle is real. I understand.
Yeah, it
the
ain't
struggle
no
is
joke,
real.
man.
But that's why I say just slowly start to cut things out of your eating, your diet. Just slowly start to do it, and it's fine. You know, you don't have to go cold turkey like, okay, I got to do this, I have to eat this, I have to do it slowly, because otherwise sometimes it gets too strict and we just want to go back and we don't want to do it anymore because it's too hard.
Yeah.
I'd rather someone just slowly wean things out of their diet rather than cold turkey and then go back into the old habits.
Okay. So give me an idea of maybe 3 specific tips that you could maybe give the viewers.
Okay. 3 tips if you are trying to get in shape and you want to make changes in your life. Like we said earlier, look at where you're eating. When you sit down to eat a meal, how much are you eating at one time? I always say use a paper plate because it's smaller. And of course, if you use a paper plate, you can't pile it high. You still got it normal. And if you're hungry, you know, sometimes I eat and I'm still hungry, we'll go back and eat some vegetables. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fun, but the results for your body are going to be amazing. And once you start to see those results, then you start to understand that what you're doing is good. Find a cardio regimen
Okay.
I hate running, and I don't mind admitting it, but I will do anything else. You can swim, you can do Zumba, you can get in some kind of spinning class, just anything. All of these wonderful workouts, Insanity and things like that. You can do things like that. Find what works for you.
Right.
And the third thing is, I would say, find someone who will support you.
Okay.
Someone who will be a support system.
An accountability partner.
Accountability partner.
Okay.
And if you can't, sometimes you won't, and that's the sad thing. Some people, when they're trying to lose weight, they want someone to come and help me, come work out with me, be my support. And you may or may not have that, but you keep going, because that's the only way you're going to get the results you want. You have to keep pushing towards your goal.
Yeah. I know for myself, my workout, I like to work out by myself. I don't want nobody pushing me and do this. I just prefer to work out by myself. And I guess I've been conditioned that way over a period of years, you know, of living. But I know it can be helpful to have an accountability partner. Now, I know you want to do something else, too, in your career field with kids that are overweight. And America has a huge problem with kids that are obese. And I say, when I talk about the subject or hear about it, it always starts at home and what the parents are allowing the children to have, be it little Lunchables, processed meats, bologna sandwiches, things like that. So, ultimately, you want to...
I would like to start a nonprofit for overweight teenagers and kids. Being a dance teacher at a high school, when I'm teaching and I have girls in there who are overweight, you know, I know being that age, I had my own struggles, and so I understand that might be their struggle, and it does affect me a lot, and that's why I would love to be able to have an opportunity to work with those girls, mainly girls, to help them get in shape so that they have confidence, because those years are so important when you're growing up, to feel confident about yourself, because it really can be a deciding factor of how they feel for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely.
And so that would definitely be something I would love to do and plan on doing, is starting a nonprofit.
I think that's fantastic. And it'll also help build their self-esteem, because so often we see little girls with bad self-esteem because they're overweight.
Exactly.
And then you see the other ones that aren't. And, you know, there's always a comparison. We're just keeping it real. I'm looking forward to so much more from you. And you know what? In a moment, we're going to come back. And when we come back, I'm actually going to be ready for this Pilates. Man, I'm really not ready, but it's a part of my job, and that's how I'm looking at it today. I'm going to have to put on my little fitness gear, and Miss McBride is going to take over, and promise me one thing, y'all won't laugh. All right, we'll be back in just a moment with more from Miss Meoka McBride as you watch us do Pilates. All right, stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. Hello, and welcome back to Let's Talk About It. I told you guys what was next. Now it's actually happening. I'm actually about to try, for the very first time, Pilates. So, get ready. And I have with me today this awesome fitness expert, Miss Meoka McBride. Meoka.
All right.
All right. Now, you know you're the boss.
Right.
So you're going to have to give me complete direction and complete guidance on what I am to do.
Okay. Now, we aren't going to laugh, but I will note that Ferrell is already sweating. So we're going to take that and we're going to keep on going. So go ahead and just sit on your bottom.
I'm going to sit on my butt.
Sit on your bottom, roll onto your back. And we're going to start with a single leg stretch.
Okay.
So just roll onto your back.
Go back?
Uh-huh. And pull your right knee into your chest.
Is this one straight down?
Yeah, that's good. Now lift it up just a little bit. Now I want you to lift your head and keep your eyes into your belly. So the goal is to keep your eyes into your belly. Ooh. Now you're going to switch and pull the other knee into your chest. This is the ab series for Pilates. So switch on an inhale, and then exhale, switch. And switch again, exhale. And then inhale, switch again. Now we're going to challenge him and see if we can take this a little bit faster. Ready, go.
Really?
And switch. And switch. Keep the belly, pull the belly down into the mat, switch, and switch. Relax the knees down, relax the head down. That's the first part. I think you made it. Good. All right, let's go into the double leg stretch. So pull the knees into the chest again.
All right.
And you're going to hug your knees in. Now, at the same time, you're going to lift your hands over your head, release your legs out long to 45. Just straight out, just like that. Good. Now, exhale, bring it all back in and hug your legs again. And let's do two more. Inhale, reach out long, pulling that belly to the, yes, good. And exhale, bring it in. One more time, inhale out. Exhale, pull it back in.
Oh, Lord
Relax
Jesus.
the feet down, relax the head
Oh,
down.
Jesus.
All right, that's the second part. Let's move on to the next one.
All
We're
right.
going to do single straight leg stretch. So it's just like the other one, but you're going to keep the leg straight. So straighten out this leg up to the ceiling.
Oh,
And
like,
you're going to hold on. Ideally, the goal would be to hold on to your ankle, but just hold on to your leg wherever you can today.
Okay.
And straighten this leg out long. Good. Then you're going to switch the leg.
she asking for a lot.
Switch.
Like switch?
This is how you get that six-pack that we all want. And
Is that right?
switch. Good. And switch. Bring it towards me. Good. Keep it going.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's it. And switch again. I'm just wanting your legs to reach out long because in Pilates we're going to create long
okay.
lines. And one more. He's doing good. Pull the knees into the chest. Relax the head down. And breathe. Now, in the ab series, we don't take breaks.
Woo.
But he's doing a good job.
Okay.
You think we can do one more in the ab series?
Let's go for it.
Let's go. All right. So we're going to do double leg, lower lip. So you're going to lift your legs up all the way up to the ceiling. And we're going to go into Pilates V stance, which is just your heels together, toes apart. Now this one you actually get to relax your head down. I'll let you relax your head down. And I want you to bring your chin down a little bit just because we want to relax a little bit. Alright, so what I want you to do is to lower the legs down to 45. And when you lift, pull your belly to your spine and lift the legs back up. And lower down. You can relax your head down on the mat. And lift up. And two more. Lower, lower, lower. Pull the navel to the spine and lift. And last time, lower. And lift, lift, lift. And pull the knees into the chest.
Woo-hoo.
And relax. You feel that a little bit?
Do I feel it? Lord, she's trying to kill me,
It's
y'all.
not all about the abs, but I think we should take you into a leg pull front support. So it almost looks like a plank, but it's really, really, really going to get into your lower abs. So flip over onto your belly.
On my
And you're going to
belly.
go into like a push-up position, almost like you're going to do a push-up.
All right.
Now here's the real challenge. So your hands are going to be right here next to your shoulders,
What?
just like this, and pull those elbows in as close to your body as you can. Now,
Okay.
what you're going to do is you're going to lift up into plank, but you can't lift with your upper body. You have to lift starting with your lower body.
You gotta be kidding, right?
No. All right. So
On
ready?
my feet, on my tips, my
Yeah,
toes like that?
your feet are great.
Okay.
And so this stays, this goes first, and then this goes. And this
Okay.
is a true test to check
like
your
that?
powerhouse. Yes. Ready? Inhale. Exhale and lift, lift, lift. Lift, and then yes, and hold it. Look beyond you. Hold it for 10, 9. Keep lifting the belly. 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. That was it. Good. That's a true challenge for the core right there, doing that leg pull front support.
All right. Well, it's been great hanging out. I've enjoyed this session of Let's Talk About. Oh man, what's next?
All right. Should we do more? Are we good?
You know what? You can give me one more. How
All
about
right.
that?
Let's see what's a good one.
I'll be
a
a
good
true-
one. A good one.
How about that?
Should we do the Pilates push-up?
Okay.
Okay, because that ends standing, and that's a good place to go.
Oh, I need to stand.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, so for our last thing, this is usually the last exercise in level 1 Pilates. You
Okay.
start at the end of your mat, facing that way, and your heels together, toes apart. And you can scoot back just a little bit. You're going to start with your hands reaching up, arms straight, and you're going to roll down, and you're going to walk your hands out 3 steps until you're in a plank
Ooh.
position. You already felt something?
All right.
Good. Yes, walk it out 3 steps.
Oh, like just walk with my feet?
Walk with your hands. Your
And
feet stay.
Oh, with my hands?
Yeah, your feet stay and your hands walk out.
I gotta be able to stretch that far down, though.
Bend your knees a little bit. You can
Oh,
bend your
bend.
knees.
Oh, we
we
can-
work where we can until we get to
Oh,
where
all
we want to be.
right. And I just walk like this?
Walk your hands out until you're in a full plank position. Keep on going. Normally we would do 3 steps, so he's going to take 12, but we're going to get there.
All
Now,
right.
from here, go all the way into a plank. Down, 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 down. And you're going to push down for 3 times. Go down and up. That's 1. Down and up.
The mat's sliding. It ain't me. I can do it, I promise. It's
Now-
the mat.
Now lift up and you're going to walk back in. And you can bend your knees just until you gain.
Oh, I'm lifting my
You
butt.
can just lift up. Just push up and lift
Oh.
up. Good. And straighten out the legs till you're in a pike position.
All right. Just keep.
Just like this. Straight. And we'll pop
Oh,
those
okay.
hands in.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm here.
This is work. Pilates is work. You're really working your core. You're working your triceps. You're working your chest.
Woo!
And then you stand up nice and tall. And you breathe. And you find this posture. You relax in the rib cage down. Pulling the belly into the spine. You want to make sure your head is neutral. A little bit lower the chin. And you relax. And you'll find that when you start walking with correct posture, you're working the muscles in your core just by walking with good posture.
Man. Whew.
You did good.
That's all right. All right.
You did all right for your first time.
If an expert say I did all right, then guess what?
It was
I did all right.
Yes, you did.
Wow.
Now about 50 more sessions and you'll be right where you need to be.
Did she say 50 more sessions? I did good to do that one. All right. Meoka, thank you so much for joining me on this edition of Let's Talk About It. I've had a fantastic time. Thanks for the education. I hope somebody was motivated, educated, and inspired by this show today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, folks. And for more information on Meoka and Let's Talk About It, you can certainly reach us at Let's Talk About It 12tv@gmail.com. That's Let's Talk About It 12tv@gmail.com. For more information on Meoka McBride,
www.meokapilates.com, and that's MEOKA, meokapilates.com.
all right, you guys heard it. Thanks so much for joining me on this edition of Let's Talk About It. And until next time, we'll see you then.